What's up, guys? It's Matt, Mr. 252757, coming from the eastern North Carolina side of the world. Hope you guys had a great week. It's Friday. We're out here knocking out some jobs, working some jobs. Hey, we're out here hustling and doing whatever it takes to win, baby. Whatever it takes to win. Hey, y'all seen the news, right? That dude, the activist, getting shot from 200 yards. Man, what the hell kind of world we living in? This is happening way, way too often. I'm not a political guy. I'm very, non-political. Say whatever I want, right? I have my own thoughts, my own ideas. The retired Marine in me sees a lot of things differently than other people. Maybe just cut from a different cloth. But we also had the 9/11 memorial. A quick story. 9/11, 2001. I was a young Marine. I was on my vacation period, or we call it leave. It was the second day of a 10-day period that I had before we ended up, at that time, we were getting ready to go to Jamaica with my Marine unit to help build schools like we did in Nicaragua maybe a year and a half before. So I'm in Virginia. I'm at my best friend's house. I had, a little too much the night before, and I'm passed out on the couch. And my best friend, his dad is like my dad, came and was kicking the couch, like, hey, get up. You gotta, take a look. He had the TV on, the news. And I'm thinking, man, I've already seen Independence Day. I've already seen this movie. He's like, this ain't a movie, man. This is real life. That morning, when that first plane hit the Twin Towers, and then, subsequently, the second one hit the Twin Towers that I actually watched. And I think anybody that was watching the news that morning when the first plane hit saw the second one hit. We have our heroes in life, our firefighters, our EMT, our nurses, our military, first responders, the police. There were so many innocent people that went to work that morning, gave their kids a hug and a kiss, gave their wife or their husband a hug and a kiss. Maybe they had breakfast. And when they walked out the door, that was it. That was the last time that they would ever see their loved one because of a tragic event. Regardless of what you think happened or how it happened, I'm not here to debate that. I want to stay on the subject of your loved ones could go out the door tomorrow and you'll never see them again, because we don't know, as a society, as humans, we don't know what's in store for us. We don't know when it's our time. So every 9/11, it just really gets me thinking. We need to appreciate, we need to love, we need to tell our family members and the ones that you consider family or you consider loved ones, how much that you care about them, how much you love them, how much you cherish them, because you never know when you're going to get that chance for the last time. It's a grave reminder that it's okay if you haven't talked to somebody in a while. Reach out. Call somebody you haven't called in a while. Tell them that you appreciate them. Maybe you had a bad experience with a loved one in the past. It's okay to get on the phone and say, listen, I forgive you. I've forgiven you for you making me feel like however, right? Or maybe it was good experiences in life. You forgive them. You love them. You just never know when that last time is going to be. And we can't walk around in life thinking about when we're going to die and when is the last time for this and the last time for that. But I know that while we're here and we're alive and we're blessed every day to breathe in this beautiful air, life is not as hard as it could be. And your loved ones, regardless of who you consider your loved ones, your family, we don't often reach out. I'm guilty as anybody. So all that goes through my mind every time they talk about 9/11. But to finish my story, at the time I was a young Marine and I had a souped up Mustang Cobra. I thought we were going to war that day. And I drove my happy ass 4 hours back to Camp Lejeune to guard a fence with an e-tool. And if you don't know what an e-tool is, it's just a small shovel. But that's started the sequence of events for us in the military to get ready to, take up our arms and fight for what we believed in and what we were told to believe in and where we were going to go. And I wish that America now had the same feeling of pride and energy as we did on today, September 12th, but 2001. And September 12th of 2001, we were a united country. We didn't bicker back and forth between parties. We didn't, color versus color. It was red, white, and blue, baby. We didn't see things as we do now and arguing about stupid shit that honestly we can't control. But call your loved one. It's never too late to make amends. It's never too late to say you're sorry. It's never too late to just reach out and say, hey, I love you. You mean a lot to me. Or hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to treat you that way. I didn't mean to be mean to you. Or whatever the case might be. It's never too late. We need to have that sense where we're humble enough to reach out even when it wasn't a good ending. That way you can be at peace if something ever happens. We don't have an expiration date that we know of, but it's going to happen. As sure as taxes coming and as sure as we breathe this air, we are sure to leave this world. And we get one shot to make the best impression, to leave behind a legacy, whether you're a father to a son, a father to a daughter, or a father to both. A spouse to a wife, a spouse to a husband, it doesn't matter. We have one opportunity. It's starting to sound like an Eminem song. But I'm being serious. We have one shot at this life. We need to wake up every day and be humble. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you can help somebody, help somebody. If you can get yourself better, be a better person, be a little bit more kind, let's be more kind. But that's today's video. I've been thinking so much. 9/11 brings back a lot of memories. It brings back the beginning of a young Marine in Virginia seeing this on TV and having that sense of, oh, it's go time. This is why I freaking joined the military. Like, it's time to defend our country, because we can't have that shit coming to America. One, our enemies aren't that stupid. They come to America. You're not dealing with just American military forces. You're dealing with the disgruntled veterans. You're dealing with all those that are ready to take up arms, kick ass, take names, right? We don't need to wait for somebody to attack us to be united. I can't even watch the news anymore. I gotta focus on family. I gotta focus on God. I gotta focus on getting better as a person, being more kind. I can't worry about what the news and the rhetoric that we talking on the news, to me, I use sports as a way to get my brain off of things. I watch a lot of YouTube to get my brain off of things. I don't know. I was in the Marines when 9/11 happened, but so many that joined after and took up, those arms to fight for their country, it sparked something in them. We need to spark something in us every single day. When we wake up, there's something inside of you that has to fire off and think, how can I be a good damn human today? How can I help my fellow neighbor? How can I strive to be the best version of yourself? I make these YouTube videos, and I have a few people that follow, but I just pray every day that I can help one person better their life. And if you're watching this video and you're down and you think you're at the bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up. Life changes every 90 days. You are not at the bottom where you cannot get back up. You get to the top of the mountain, you fall off the mountain, you get back up. That's us. That's who we are. I didn't want to go back to a 9-to-5 job, but I'm doing it for a reason. I'm at the job right now. I don't know if I should show everybody, because then it would get, doxed or whatever. But I'm at the warehouse right now, surrounded by this beautiful land. I'm surrounded by people that care. They're out here trying to pay their bills. They're out here trying to provide, put food on the table for their kids. Every day is not going to be perfect. You're not going to feel good some days. Some days you're not going to have any kind of motivation. But internally you need to fire off and say, listen, I'm doing this for my person. I'm doing this for my kids. I'm doing what I'm doing because I have to. I have to provide to get better for my family. I got to make that phone call and say, listen, Dad, I know it's been 10 years. I didn't like the way I was raised, but you did the best you could, and I apologize for being a dipshit. I love you. All right, Mom, I haven't talked to you in years. Brother, sister, uncle, grandparents. So if anybody gets anything out of this video, reach out to a loved one before it's too late. You can't live with that on your heart. You can't live with the fact that maybe because we are stubborn and I'm not talking to this person and I ain't doing this, something bad happens, and you're gonna wish you had that one more conversation. You wish you had that one more phone call, one more visit, right? Remember those that died innocently, and all those at the 9/11 at the Twin Towers that were working, getting a paycheck, trying to make themselves better, to provide for their family. Those innocent folks that died. and all those heroes that stepped inside of a building that was falling to save somebody else selflessly, sacrificing one's life to save another. Not everybody's like that, but we can be the best version of us that we can be every single day, right? Might not be the one to run into a burning building, but you can change lives in other ways. You can help one person succeed just by seeing how they're doing. You can stop somebody from committing the fatal, I'm not going to say it on here, but you can stop somebody from ending it because life to them is overwhelming. It's too hard. We have a lot to live for. Sometimes we just have to open our eyes and see what we have around us and take it one day at a time. Strive to be the best that you can be. So my Friday work day is over. I got to go get this taken care of. I'm not used to having long hair. Not used to it being grayed out like this. Least of my problems. I could come on here and say, ooh, I don't feel good. I've been sick. I haven't felt like going to work, but I can't. Because there's somebody else that doesn't have a leg, that doesn't have an arm, that wishes they could work. I'm just happy that I could get on YouTube and I can make videos and try to change one person's life every single video. Or maybe after all the videos I've ever made, if I change one person, these videos were all worth it. I can't wait till the next video. I'm going to start a series on if you want to join the Marine Corps or the military, what do you need to do? I want to interview a young man or a woman that is in the delayed entry program, that is getting ready to go to recruit training, and try to get them on the back end when they come back so you can see the before and the after. Got some junk removal jobs tomorrow on deck. We can go knock these jobs out, make a little bit of money. But until then, I appreciate y'all watching. But until the next video, reach out to somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Just tell them that you care. Tell them you've been thinking about them. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Hope you guys have a great weekend.